Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. And I'm back with another crypto video. I really appreciate every single one of you coming back and listening to my videos. I would really also appreciate if you guys could like my video, take a minute right now. And those of you that are new, want to say welcome as well. And please click the subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified every single time when I'm come out with a new video. Now, today is August 9th, 10:23 New York time, and let's actually look what actually happened overnight. I'll be honest, I just woke up because I stayed out late, so I haven't even seen what somebody else said about what's actually their opinion. So it's going to be kind of fresh from my personal view. As we can see, Bitcoin has traveled and reached a new high compared to where it was on last night's close. Right now, it reached roughly about 46,444, which now the question is why it wouldn't pull up to 48. There is no reason for it not to. Now, during the New York time, market time, will the Bitcoin actually go up? There is a possibility. As we can see on a 15-minute chart, it is definitely trying to push higher. Just a previous candle. We also want to actually bring something to you guys' attention, as most candles are market makers' candles, which means market makers are pushing it up. So if they continue pushing it up, we will actually see 48,000 by close today. Still, my opinion is the same that if we break through 48,000 and continue going higher, then we might not be coming down in the next week or so. Otherwise, we are just finishing up a head. Head can actually be in two different forms. Head number one is actually where we have a batsman head, where we have, two high points. But I think personally, this head that we're actually building is not going to be a batsman head. What it's going to be is going to be a nice, slightly rounded head. That means if we're going to have a rounded head, we're probably not going to go much higher today. We will close, and then tomorrow we're probably going to push again a little bit higher, and then slowly start building out a head and moving down. Now, if this in case does turns into a batsman head, that means we will shoot it up to 48 if that is the highest. Come on down, trade around sideways around the 44, 45 area, probably 45,000 area for a couple of days. Come on back again, retest again 48,000, and then start actually moving down. Those are possibilities. Um, Two possibilities if this is actually we're building out a head. I personally believe this is a head, this is a shoulder V, and coming down. Now, if we do break up past 48,000, I'm pretty sure we will probably at that point hit at least 60,000, if not higher, on Bitcoin. All the rest of crypto will follow and do the same with their highs from the past. Something actually, as I watched yesterday, crypto, and I looked at it, something actually made quite interesting observation that as Bitcoin did was actually kind of going sideways and slightly coming down, as we can see on the yesterday's candle. So was all the rest of the coins, and some of the coins actually was ahead of Bitcoin coming down. And that kind of behavior is not a normal behavior in a bullish market. So definitely keep in mind that even if we break through 48, and let's say we go to 48.5, 49, it might still be considered a bearish move, and it's just a trap to get you guys excited, go all the way in, so then they can reverse. Why I say Bitcoin can go all the way up to 60,000? Because what if market makers want to actually revisit 60,000, get you guys all excited, and then actually reverse the market and actually drop it hard? That's going to be a possibility as well. So, one thing is, if you are in a trade and you're not able to watch your trade, you should have some sort of an alarm system that if price drops below certain price that you're no longer will be comfortable to stay in it, you get notified so you can get out, or you use a stop loss. Stop loss, I'm not really excited because they like to hunt for stop losses and they can take you out of a trade before you actually made any money and put you in a losing position. So that's why I personally not excited using stop losses. When I use it, when I do use a stop loss, usually I used to use a stop loss already when I'm in profit and I set a position where I want to get out, but I want to squeeze that extra maybe quarter of a percent or 1%, and hoping take a so I put in a stop take profit, and then I put a very tight stop loss, but already in a profit position. So when I do get stopped out, I'm still take a, something put something in a wallet. So that's something that usually will use a stop loss. Everything else, I use alarm. I use personally TradingView alarm. I use a paid version of TradingView, and I use alarms from there. So it notifies me on my phone every single time when there is a serious move, as if I'm interested. Like right here, I did set an alarm. So if we break through 47, just right before we actually get to 48, 47 too, I'll get notified. If we drop, if we can reach the shoulder area, what I believe this is the left shoulder area, I'll get notified. So now, any kind of moves happen that actually have any meaning for me, I get immediately notified on my computer as well as on my phone. So those are just something that kind of get you guys an idea what I do. Now let's look at what actually happened and how some of the coins moved. So sushi, it just came back where it was yesterday, uh, where it started, but it has not reached its new high of 0.008, but it has already pushed almost 6%. AV hasn't even recovered yet to where it was the day before. ADA almost recovered. Algo still in the process of recovering. So all of these coins that have not recovered yet, they have possibility of recovering today. So if on some of these coins there might be another 1-2% possibility, but you need to watch your coins. Also, if you're trading where your trading fees are high, you shouldn't be taking that 1-2% risk. Only those that actually your fees are dirt cheap, only those should be considering possibly squeezing out these moves. So we have Belu, or BELU, that has a possibility of actually coming up. Um, BNB is almost there. Bitcoin actually outperformed. And that's what I'm saying, that look at these coins. They pushed a lot harder down than Bitcoin did. Bitcoin only pushed half of a candle of its previous day. My personal opinion, we are in bearish market, and all we do, we are just waiting until market makers are done taking us wherever they want to take us, and then we actually will have a huge, crazy dump. I remember when we were coming up, Bitcoin was traveling the ahead. There was actually one or two more coins that actually were ahead of Bitcoin, but when it reached the top, the rest of the coins were actually pulling up to it. That's a normal bullish run. See, right now, all the behavior is a bearish behavior, which means we should be going down, not up. So whatever's market makers are doing right here, for taking us up, is not. It's like uh, a lot of guys saying, "Oh, we are in a matrix." Yeah, this is exactly a metric move. In reality, we're still down here. If you take this here, I'm actually going to show you guys so you guys understand what I'm actually saying. Yeah, that's the one. And I'm going to copy this to here. So in reality, if we remove these candles, we are still trading in an area of 43,000. What we are right here at 45.7, this is where market makers want us to be. But if we remove the market makers moves, we are still here at the bottom. Honestly, if we remove all this, and I already had a video about probably 3 weeks ago that I made about our moves ups and down. If we remove those, we are actually, I don't remember the detail. You guys have to find the video, but we are in about an area where we should be. Which we were about that area, somewhere in this area. So, hey, market makers want us to be wherever they want us to be, but end of the day, when they're done, we will be dumping, and we will be dumping hard, because this thing we call Bitcoin, it has no fuel in its tanks. It's being dragged on a chain or cable into the space, but unless it actually gets pulled into the space, which we know there's no such a thing in crypto or in any other markets, it has a weight which of gravity that will be pulled back. Very simple. The Bitcoin itself, the crypto, ran out of fuel. It no longer has any fuel left. So the only question is when that cable gets let go. As soon as that cable gets let go, gravity will go into effect. That's all I can say. Guys, no matter where we get, do we get to 48? Do we get to 60? Do we get to 70? All of this is a fake pull up. Tr- The higher we go, the more people fall into the trap. And when you guys fall into the trap, they will let that cable go, and we will be tumbling down. Remember, every time they push up, that means they're buying in. That means at one point they'll have to sell. And when they reach that satisfied price that they want, that 60,000, the 48,000, whatever that satisfied price is that when they reach, they'll hit the sell order. And when they hit that sell order, that that wig or whatever, I believe you guys call this a wig, that the tiny piece of the candle that I call a tail. Yeah, we will have this kind of a tail coming down. Can you guys imagine the length of the tail coming down in equal size? We'll If they actually decided to do that at 48, that means we will come down to about down here. Now, if this area not gonna have much orders, we can actually go past 29,000 in one shot. And I mean, in less than 15 minutes, we can be hitting the last bottom we're at. For some people, alarms won't even help because they won't be able to even react to what actually happened because they'll be in shock. So, guys, be careful. I do not see for Bitcoin to actually go up $2,000. Market makers had to get involved. That's it. It clearly shows that this thing has no fuel and it's ready to dump. The only question is when market makers cut that cable. That's it. So, guys, you guys like, oh, Slavic, why you're not doing a lot of videos? Why you're only doing one video? Because I see a trap, and I see how they're actually trying to catch you guys into this trap. So should I be screaming 3 times a day, guys? This is a trap. But at the same time, the trap is still continuing climbing, and then sound like I'm a false YouTuber, telling the opposite of what it's actually doing. Hey, I'm not here to tell you what the market maker is going to do because I have no clue what the market maker is going to do because they can do whatever they want. But I can tell you what I'm seeing, and I'm not seeing any energy, any fuel in this in Bitcoin. There is no fuel in Bitcoin. It's gone. The tank is empty. So we'll see what happens. But yesterday's behavior of all crypto was a bearish behavior, which means, look, even today, Bitcoin up 4.5%, reached new high. Most coins have not made that new high. Look at that. Most coins have not made new high today. I'm not sure if there is a coin that actually made a new high today. Let's look at percentage. LTC made it. Wow. So, but again, look at how green of a candle that is. Look at who pushed it to make it to the new. Market makers did. Raven did not make it to the new high. It did made it to new high from the previous 2 days, but actually no, just so for higher than yesterday was. That's about all it made. Yanfi made new high. That's about it. But look at that. Green, 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 blue, green, red, blue, green, double green. Look how big those are. So who actually took Yanfi to the new high? Retail traders? No, no. Actually, market makers. They want us for some reason to believe we're going up. So let's see. Guys. I'm waiting for. I'm waiting and watching when we do get to the point where it either going to become a bullish move, or we're going to continue going up, or where we're going to continue coming down. Because if you guys look at where we at, we are about on a Bitcoin. We are about 50% already recovered from where we were last high. Let's actually look at this in candle form. I'll take from the low to the high, and I'm going to drag from where we at, from where we're right now. And you guys can see, here was the last high, we we almost halfway to the top from this big drop that we had since March or April, since mid-April. So almost 50%. Now let's delete this and let's go to any other coin. Let's go to BNB, which probably one of the coins that should have the least amount of drop, because it is a Binance coin, which is a trading platform, and they definitely wouldn't. So now, where is it? Okay, that's what you guys can see. I'm putting it where the lowest point, which we should have honestly be doing by this point, but I'm using the lowest point from here, and here's actually our highest area, which we are only 25% recovered from the complete drop. Let's go to Dent. No, Dent did not have much. DGB does not have history. Doge, some of the popular coin. Guys, if I did Doge, it's at it's at 15, probably 15% only recovered. Ether, if we take it from here, not from here, is recovered more than 50%. So so you guys can actually identify this coin doesn't have enough of history and it's weird looking. This one again, IOTA, only recovered about 15%. Link, probably about 25%, 25%, probably like that. LTC, again, um, very popular coin, has a lot of promises. And if you see, it recovered about 20%. So all I'm trying to say that somebody's pumping Bitcoin purposely and with one purpose and one purpose only is to get you guys into a trap so you guys can actually lose more money. I don't see where somebody's interested in actually where that this is actually a bull run. I don't see it. No matter where I look, I just don't see it. And it's not what Tom says, because I told you guys, I did not watch what Tom's videos today. This is not what. It's just there just is no bull run. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So guys, be smart, be safe. When you guys do trade, be smart with your money and don't let them take and destroy your portfolio. Blessings to all.